practice routines, huh? So it's a really, really simple approach. You've got to have a think about what you can actually do. You know, it's great to say, oh, I'm going to practice 17 hours a day, but you know, most people have other stuff that goes on in their lives that they'll need to get on top of. So first, figure out how much you can practice. I guess I get asked all the time, how much do I have to practice to get better? How much do I have to practice? Well, you can practice only as much as you can. So I reckon 3-4 times a week, half an hour to 3/4 of an hour is awesome. If you could genuinely commit to that and make sure you do the same amount every single week, that would be absolutely amazing. So always have set times. So like I do Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturday afternoon or something like that. And really, when you're practicing, do practice. Don't kind of sit there having a bit of a noodle and then, you know, I'm practicing. No, you're not practicing. You must have a strict plan. And this is where step 1 comes in. Step 1 is really just having a simple warm-up that you can run. Something like this. Always with a metronome. Not that I've got a metronome on now, but you know what I mean. A simple warm-up routine that you don't really have to think too much about. But what's great about doing those things is that it really gets you into doing the practice and gets your brain into guitar. You might have had a terrible day at work or college or school or whatever it is you do. But if you spend 5 minutes with something like that, in no time you'll be on top of what you need to be on top of, and your brain will be ready to play the guitar. The second section is really thinking about something that you are working on right now. Like if you want to learn the solo to Hotel California by the Eagles, that's the thing that you're working on. So really work up those sections. Go from small part to small part. If you're learning how to play G and D, G, D, G, D, G, do that 20 times. Make an exercise out of everything. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You know what I mean? Or if it's learning a pentatonic scale, tick tock, 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 tick tock. Even sing along with that. Try all those patterns. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So always have a clear idea of what you're doing in this second section, which is the thing you are currently learning. Now, so far you've probably spent 5-10 minutes doing a warm-up, 10, 15, 20 minutes doing this thing, the new thing that you're doing, and finally the last thing you do is you just, for being a good student, you get to practice or play whatever you like. So the idea is that you continue to maintain a repertoire of songs, like 20, 30, 40, 50, however many songs you like. A great way of always maintaining a repertoire is having a Spotify or YouTube playlist and just press play on that list. Play along. That's how easy it can be, and in no time, time will just fly by once you're on top of these songs. I used to use a cassette tape, but that's because, you know, it was a while ago. I had a couple of 90-minute cassette tapes that I put in the tape machine, and they would just switch around, going round and round and round. And it was a whole bunch of songs that I was learning at the time. So those are my 3 tips and a practice routine that you can really get into. Like I said, if you would like me to send you a routine, just go to www.simonmorel.com/free-chart, and I will send you some kind of routine that you can get into. But really the most important thing is you don't try and do it all at once. Don't sort of set off with too much, just something that's actually achievable. Because trying to bite off too much, you'll just choke and you'll put the guitar down and you might never ever pick it up again. Whereas if you're just taking little bites, that is absolutely the way forward. I'll see you later. Bye for now. Better get back to doing some practice. Bye.